many clothes, right? And some of you have already changed your summer uniform. So it seems to be very natural and fundamental that seasons change and we have different seasons. But have you ever wondered why we have different seasons? Today we have some visitors from Singapore. Anyone knows what seasons does Singapore have? Only got summer for the whole year. Answer, how do you know that Singapore only got summer?
Because the place of Singapore is closer to the equator.
Why?
Because the equator is like the hottest place on Earth. Like the lines is the average hottest place on Earth, and when it's even more closer, it gets hotter and hotter.
Then it's just closer to
the equator, so the heat gets into Singapore.
Then why the places very close to the equator, we won't have other seasons, we only have summer?
Singapore is middle of the south and north hemisphere, so when it kind of spins around the sun, it's always the hottest point of where the sun is direct sun into, so it's very hot in the sunlight is more directly on Singapore, so it's a lot hotter.
Oh, more directly.
Yeah.
A lot hotter. That's
Earth spins. Some places over here is colder, and some places over here is hotter.
why?
Because it's like a little closer, and also sometimes the sunlight might not really get there.
Oh,
So the heat might not really get to the point where it's there.
okay, maybe. Okay, this is his idea, his theory. Okay, but what about do other parts of the world has different seasons?
When we are in summer, the southern part of the Earth will be at winter.
Will be at winter. Oh, very good. But why? Can anyone explain why? I would like to. Maybe I'll show you some. Just now you have share a lot of ideas, but we also need to find some evidence from some source to support our idea as well. So we need some data to support. So that's why maybe we can take a look of Hong Kong Observatory. Let's see the weather in Hong Kong, the temperature in Hong Kong. Summer is coming, so that's why the temperature in June, August usually highest. And now we are in end of March, that's why it's about here. So you see the temperature change around here, and then we have different seasons, right? But maybe we take a look of Singapore. See, so let's check Singapore. Okay. So what you can see?
Yeah. Even the minimum temperature is not under 20 or 22.
Based on this data, what you can conclude?
It's really hot in Singapore.
Whole year round, right? So you mentioned about the place in southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Australia. Let's check the temperature in Australia. Okay. Should be Canberra, right? Okay. Let's see. Can anyone? Okay, no, and anyone can explain the temperature and draw a conclusion.
Australia, when it is January, is summer, and when it's July or August, it's winter.
So how can you tell that? Can you talk a little bit about the data?
Because in July and August it is colder.
In July and August, it is colder, about 12 degrees, 11 degrees Celsius.
Yes,
And then
in January and February is hotter. The maximum is 27 something.
oh, very, very good. So today, what we are going to explore is why do we have different seasons? Mention why Hong Kong has 4 seasons but Singapore before has one, and why the seasons in Australia are different from Hong Kong as well. So I'm going to give you two idea cards. One is plain one is I need to understand something you really need to understand. So when you watch the movie, a very short movie clip, you write down what you need to understand. So everyone, you write it down. Okay, you think about it and write it down while you watch the movie. And the other one is just now you share a lot of ideas, very good ideas. And here is the yellow idea card. You can write down my idea, okay? You can write down my idea on some of the problems, so you also write down the problems on top, okay?
The story begins on March 21st, the spring equinox. On this day, everywhere on the earth gets exactly 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness.
So now you have 1 minute to write down your questions about what you need to understand, the questions about the motion of the earth, and also you can write down your ideas as well. So now you have 1 minute. Look at me. Now I would like you to, anyone would like to share your questions, or anyone would like to share your ideas? You want to share?
We have 12 hours daylight and 12 hours at night.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes we have 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of
Daylight.
at night. Okay, so very good. Any ideas about that? Any ideas? Okay.
Because when the earth spins, it spins at the same speed, right? So like, and the earth is like kind of round. It's like the whole equator is like in the middle of the whole earth, and then the whole earth is have the same km to each part. So when it spins, only the earth, sometimes this part gets the sunlight, and then this part gets the sunlight. So it's 12 hours each.
Wow. So this is your idea, your theory. Okay. I would like you to share your questions, what you need to understand, and your idea within your group. So, but when you start by number one share first and number two, but you have to, when someone is sharing, you have to pay attention and try to ask questions to clarify. Or if you have something you do not understand, you can also ask as well. Okay, later on I will ask you to come up with our big questions and big ideas as well. So now you can start. I'll give you 5 minutes to share your ideas with the group.
We can count the time, we don't just count the time and see the daylight is over.
Now you've got a lot of ideas, a lot of questions. I would like you to select, or I would like you to formulate your big questions of your group. You think about, you can write it on a new piece of idea card here. Okay, your group idea. So you write one question in one idea card only. Okay. Then you have some idea as well. Some of you maybe you have some more ideas about why we have different seasons. Then you can also try to write your big ideas, your group ideas on the yellow ideas card. Okay? So,
How and why the gravity will fall?
how we have gravity, how it forms. Okay. Okay.
Because something has weights and it will have gravity at the same time.
If we don't have gravity, everything will float.
When something got a weight, got a mass, then we have gravity. Then do you have your own gravity? Yes. Okay. Any other ideas about that? But we will study more on gravity later on. So it is then we bring it up, and then we will try to explore more on gravity. So,
In different seasons, why we have different time for daylight. Yeah,
Yeah.
also.
yeah. Do you mean longer?
Yeah, longer or shorter
Yeah,
for
shorter.
different seasons.
So, yeah, you still have a lot of idea. It seems that it is very difficult for us to share all our ideas and questions in this physical classroom. Anyway, I would like you to maybe after the lessons, you can also put your questions, your ideas card here, and then we try to take a look of everyone's ideas, everyone's question, and then tomorrow we can continue. Okay? So,
When does the Earth stop spinning?
what will happen if the Earth stops spinning?
All day long.
Why? But why? Do we still have seasons? Okay. Okay, what I think we really need to do now is, first of all, we have to share all our questions and ideas. We try to help each other to understand it, and we try to dig deeper on it. So tomorrow we'll do it again. And so during the recess, maybe you can take a look of everyone's ideas. So after the lessons, you post your ideas over there. And today is we have to find some new information. You also a lot of questions, a lot of ideas, but I think we need evidence, need some authoritative source to support our ideas, right? So that's why everyone today, you get this blue idea card and then go back and search. You can search internet, you can find it books as well. So you find more information and try to summarize, highlight that piece of information, how that piece of information related to the problems that we have today. And then you can write down your new ideas. If you have questions, you can also write it down here. Okay? I would like you to reflect on what we have learned today as well. So here is a learning journal, a very short one. You just write down what you learned today. So 2 questions. What is the most important thing I have learned in this lesson? Why do you think they are important? Okay. So one is search information. One thing is reflect on what you have learned today. So 2 ideas.